Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Rosie here. Here to talk about what I feel is probably one of the hottest topics in Godzilla battle line right now. Well, if it's not, at least it should be. And that is whether or not Mothra needs an official nerf. Okay? Now, Mothra is an interesting character in battle line because of the fact that she was bugged. Okay, so it was kind of hard to analyze her for a little bit because of the fact she was bugged. Okay, her life force scales ability was healing more health than it should have healed. Okay, now me personally, I haven't really noticed a difference when actually playing against Mothra, but the strategy right now that I want to talk about is the fact that what's going on is that Mothra players are going to use their Life Force Scales ability to heal up their Godzillas, and their Anguruses too, but mostly their Godzillas, to get in and hit you, okay? Then they get in, they hit you, very limited counterplay, very nothing you can do about it, okay? It can feel kind of stupid, because you know the Life Force Scales is coming, but there's really nothing you can even do about it. Like the Life Force Scales is coming, you know it's going to heal Godzilla, and you know all the damage that you've done to him is going away. So there's kind of nothing you can do about it to prevent him from killing you in some situations, especially if the guy has over-leveled. If the guy's over-leveled and he's a higher level than you, running Mothra, and he has a Godzilla that's like level 17 and yours is level 12, you're just going to get stomped. And sometimes these can be back-to-back matches where you'll just run into these Mothras, especially if you start to rank up. Like, the guy may not even be very good. It's just that, oh, he's got Mothra and he's got Godzilla. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay? So, from my understanding, especially pre-bug fix, a lot of the frustration with this strategy has been coming from Mothra. Okay? And it's like Mothra should not be able to heal Godzilla as much as she's healing him. Okay, that's a lot of the early discussion that I've seen. However, I'm here to kind of pose a different question, okay? It is whether or not, is Mothra actually the problem unit here, or is it Godzilla? Godzilla was just buffed, if anybody doesn't know. I don't know if he was buffed as a captain. I know he was buffed as a unit, okay? They gave him, I don't know what they gave him. This is, just before I started playing. They, gave him a lot, they gave him health and attack buffs, okay? Basically, they buffed the ever-loving shit out of him, okay? So, the question is Mothra the reason you're losing, or is Godzilla the reason you're losing? Okay? Now, to further dive into this, I know I'm not really playing against Mothra, but I would like to dive back into something that happened earlier in this game. You can kind of see the issue here, okay? At the very beginning of the game, this guy sends out his Godzilla, okay? Where is it? Let's find it again. Okay? When Godzilla comes out, the reason that I think it's Godzilla that's the problem and not Mothra is that it doesn't matter who the captain is. When Godzilla comes out, you can see what my mistakes here were. The mistake I made here was I played the game as if Godzilla was just another unit in the game. Okay? I played him as if he was an Anguirus. Okay? So the problem here is, okay, I'm gonna start ganging up on the guy now, and I'm gonna use what is it? We're gonna start kind of going after him a little bit later, because, it's not that big of a deal. But the thing is with Godzilla, it's absolutely a big deal, because I want you to acknowledge the damage we take here. Okay? And this is after 2 swarms attack him. He's getting attacked by 3 different guys. He's lost half his life. He shouldn't do much, theoretically. But look what he's doing. He takes almost half my life with 3 hits. Okay? I don't know what level this guy was, but we lost almost half our life to a 3-hit, no life force scales Godzilla. Right there. Okay? And my question is that healthy for the game? Okay? Because it's oh, Godzilla, yeah, you should have just played around the Godzilla better. Well, yes, but, the problem with that is Godzilla's just free advantage. You send him out, and it's okay, now the guy has to devote every resource he has to Godzilla to make sure he doesn't take half his life. By the time you kill that Godzilla, the guy that played him has so much unit advantage, it's crazy. He's probably has a Mechagodzilla out, his Hedorah's probably evolved for free. The amount of pressure that Godzilla puts on the opponent is absolutely insane. And then it's like, oh, okay, why don't you just switch off Godzilla as your captain and put Godzilla in as a unit? Well, yeah, but then you're part of the problem, not the solution. If the game's meta is consistent Godzilla dittos, like, it's like, oh, like, it's not even that Godzilla being in every squad is a problem, it's that the only thing that can beat Godzilla is your own Godzilla. That's the only realistic option you have, besides swarming it. Like, obviously, like, the counterplay right now is to just swarm him, but there's only 3 swarm units in the game, and it's like, one of them isn't even very good at anymore, the Kamakura swarm. It's alright. Too much cost, and there's better units in the game now. Like, you don't want to be, like, devoting all of that to that. And then you're limited. Like, there's a bunch of limitations you have there. Like, the problem is, like, when Godzilla comes out, doesn't matter who the captain is, you have to put so many resources into to killing him. And like, the reason, I think another reason I think it's Godzilla is, again, the differences between him and Anguirus. Now, Anguirus was also nerfed, but, like, when Anguirus comes out, even against the Mothra, you're not really worried about him as much. Because look how much damage Anguirus does compared to the Godzilla. Okay? Now, the Anguirus that I got in on this guy, let's look at his health. Okay? Look at Anguirus up there, fighting against the Mechagodzilla. Okay? He was at full health when he charged. Okay? So, an Anguirus with, like, full health could not even do half as much of the guy's damage. Okay, now Anguirus also has less HP than Godzilla, so if you're swarming him with Kamacuras and Destroyer Larvas, he's gonna do even less damage than that. Godzilla's still gonna get 2 or 3 hits off. And since he's gonna get those 2 or 3 hits off every time, especially with Mothra's Life Force skills behind him boosting him, you just pretty much lost the game right there, because the Mothra player's also gonna have a Mothra, they're gonna have the missiles, they're gonna know that even if the Godzilla doesn't kill you, they're gonna have enough other units to get the job done. They're gonna have enough units to finish you off before you can kill her. So again, I don't know if that's necessarily Mothra's fault, okay? And my point is, do we need to nerf Mothra? Maybe. Maybe we do. Maybe we do need to nerf Mothra. However, I don't think we need to nerf her yet, and I'll explain why. Number 1, she was just toned down because of the bug fix, and then number 2, the problem unit in this game right now is Godzilla. Okay? Once Godzilla receives a nerf, then we can look at Mothra from there and how the strategy still works. Okay? Because right now, Godzilla is doing way too much no matter where he is or where he's at least as a unit. I think as a captain, he's more balanced. He's actually, I think he's a good captain too, but I think he's really, really busted as a unit. And I don't know if that's the kind of direction we want to take this game in at the moment. Okay? So, I don't know. That's just something to think about and to consider, because all I know is when you play, no matter who you're playing against, Godzilla, Mothra, Mechagodzilla is the captain, no matter who the captain is, when they send out Godzilla, that's your immediate number 1 priority. And it's like, there's really kind of no strategy. It's just the guy knows you have to kill Godzilla, so he gets infinite advantage, either behind the Godzilla, you can support the Godzilla with Kamacuras or destroy a larva, or you can just start building up an Anguirus and Mechagodzilla offensive on the other side. So all your resources are devoted to one side to make sure you get some other damage in there. I don't know. I just feel like Godzilla as a unit is taking the game in kind of a bad direction right now. However, I don't see it lasting because I really think he's going to get hit. He does way too much fucking damage, and he has way too much health. It's a very, very bad combination. Now, again, he does have a high cost, so maybe he had that high cost forever, and that was their idea of a buff. I don't know. I think maybe they should nerf him enough to get his cost down to 6 to still have him okay, or 6 or 5. Still have him okay. Maybe have him as a 6 cost unit to be a little beefier Anguirus, but not by a whole lot. Just right now, the amount of damage he's doing is absolutely insane. And I don't know if as long as he is doing what he's doing right now, no matter, regardless or not if Mothra's a problem, or just because of what he's doing right now, I don't know if that's a direction we kind of want the game to go in. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts in the comments below? I would like to know if you think Godzilla needs a nerf in this game, or if Mothra is still the absolute problem. I don't know. That's just kind of, the Discords kind of seem to think Godzilla was the problem as well. I don't know yet. Again, I'm probably a lower rank than a lot. As a newer player, I'm still probably kind of a lower rank. I'm only like, what, 40 right now? A lot of the players on that server are like 50 and 60. They're a little above me. So I don't know. Maybe at high level it changes. But from my experience right now, it seems that Godzilla is the absolute problem. And I am curious if you guys feel the same way. Alright, I'm getting the hell out of here, lads. GG's. I should be on tomorrow with some Dead by Daylight, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in this patch that they're gonna release soon. I'm excited for it. GG's, lads.